For as long as I can remember, I went to church. I believed in God, but I never got to a point in my life where it was my decision of why I was truly going. I felt darkness creeping into my life. It started with, a failed marriage, and it was repeated through failed relationships after failed relationship after failed relationship, because I wasn't finding what I needed. I was looking for happiness in the wrong place. I was spiraling. I was just getting more and more and more depressed. I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. So many days of my life would stand in a room full of people and feel like I was screaming and nobody was hearing me. Nobody understood what I was going through.
If you want to hear more about why we're committed to making our community a better place for everyone, come to a service Sunday morning.
When I get ready in the morning, I actually listen to Clear 99. I remember hearing specifically Eric Bremer, talking about, I go to the crossing, how great the church was. It was speaking about everything that I wanted a church to be, a church that was involved, a church that was trying to bring new believers in. And so I went out and checked out their website, and I found the message that Keith taught. He talked about how Jesus was more, and it led me to think, okay, maybe this is something, I want to try out. I showed up for the plan a visit because I thought, I want to do this right. I wanted to bring my kids, and it was like, I felt like I came home. That even though this is this massive, big church with how many thousands of people, I felt like I came home. And I remember crying so many times when they would explain God is with you, He loves you regardless. And it started opening my eyes and understanding that I was loved, and that at the end of the day, He was there beside me, even though when I felt most alone, when my kids would leave me and I'd sit there and cry because I was by myself, that He was still with me. And I started reading more and more of the Bible and looking at it and noticing that, look at what David faced, what David went through, in all his life. When I read Elijah was depressed. Look at some of the stuff the prophets did. Jonah was angry, which I was angry. I didn't understand why God was letting this stuff happen to me. I didn't understand, how good people got hurt and bad people, were prospered. And the more and more I read the Word, it repeatedly said in there, I never said you weren't going to suffer. What Jesus was trying to tell me is that I've been there, I've been forsaken, but at the same time that God did it because He loved the world so much to give Him His Son, and that where He forsook Jesus on that cross, He turned His back, that He would never turn His back on me. When the days are hard, that's what I got to focus on. Not on this life, but the next. At the end of the day, Jesus is more. That's who I need to, keep my eyes focused on, to realize that when times get tough, I need to keep focused on Him, because He's the one that will lead me out of it and will use people in my life to get me there. That just keep focusing. Jesus is more. He's more than any trouble, any sorrow, any heartache that I will ever experience in this lifetime.